We interrupt this program for a special report from Channel 7 Eyewitness News. Here's Greg Hurst.
Good afternoon, and we're following a breaking story that we want to bring you up to date on. We're going to take you to the Upper West Side of Manhattan. We're going to go right to the live pictures of the scene. This is a high-rise building at 64th and Broadway, which, as you can see, is on fire. This is a live picture from Newscopter 7. And this is the ASCAP building. You may recognize that building, ASCAP, the ASCAP building. This is right across the street from Lincoln Center. This houses the offices of ASCAP as well as apartment units. This is at number 1 Lincoln Plaza. Now, this is a 3-alarm fire, we're told. The fire is burning on the 28th floor. As you can see from that picture, it appears that someone is still on that floor, although we've been told that some people have been evacuated from several of the floors, although not the entire building. 160 firefighters are on the scene. They're battling the flames, although at this point it does not appear to be under control, and there also appears to be some smoke coming from the top of the building as well from this picture. So far, no word on injuries or what sparked this fire. We do have several Eyewitness News crews on the scene. Also, we have pictures from Newscopter 7 as well as other locations around the area, and we will bring you the latest developments as they come in. For now, I'm Greg Hurst. We'll be back with further updates throughout the afternoon as needed, and of course on Eyewitness News at 5.
This has been a special report from Channel 7 Eyewitness News. We now return to General Hospital, which is already in progress. We interrupt this program for a special report from Channel 7 Eyewitness News. Here's Greg Hurst.
Good afternoon. We continue to follow a breaking story on the Upper West Side, and we're going to take you live to a picture right away from our roof cam, which will show you the scene out on 64th and Broadway. This is a high-rise fire, which has gone to 5 alarms now, but be that as it may, firefighters apparently have the upper hand now. They're working on the 28th floor to stamp out the flames that may remain, and apparently they have made some progress because earlier flames were shooting from these charred windows. Now, this is an office and residential building. People have been evacuated. This is the old ASCAP building just across from Broadway and Lincoln Center, and Jim Dolan is live on the scene with late details. Jim, fill us in.
Greg, they've made a lot of progress, but firefighters still have a lot of work here to do. Let's take a look right over here. This is a 42-story building we're talking about. What you are looking at is 64th Street, some of the 50 units from the fire department and EMS that are on the scene here. So far, 2 injuries reported. That number will rise as we go forward. Let's look at a live picture now. We just looked at a live picture from the roof cam. We'll look from Newscopter 7. That is the building as it stands right now. But just a half hour or so ago, the picture was much different. We'll go to some videotape now of flames coming out of that building. That is the corner apartment on the 28th floor. Everything above the 8th floor on this building is apartments. That is the 28th floor. You see the flames shooting out of there. They got it down, and then it shot up again. The flames shot up again, and that is how it has been. Of course, a lot of people had to be evacuated from that building. All 42 floors had to be evacuated, and you see on the ground a lot of people, Lionel Hampton among them, who had to be evacuated from his apartment today. While they were on the ground, these folks are in the lobby, but while the people were waiting outside, many of the people were inside, the debris from above was falling down on them. And in the apartments, those people who couldn't leave, some people who were in wheelchairs and other people could not leave. You see some waving flags outside of their apartments to tell firefighters that they are in there and they need to get them out. Flames poured out of that apartment for more than a half hour. They appear to have it under control now, though they are not calling it under control yet. You saw Lionel Hampton, a lot of folks down there. There's a live shot from Newscopter 7. As you can see, they seem to have most of it under control now. Still a lot of firefighters in there, and of course nobody is getting allowed to go back into that apartment yet. We saw them go in just a few minutes ago for a woman who was in a wheelchair on the 33rd floor and had not yet been able to get out. They believe they have her and a number of other people who are unable to get out of those apartments earlier in the day. We're going to follow this, and we'll be back at 5 o'clock to give you an update. Reporting live from the Upper West Side, Jim Dolan, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.
All right, Jim, thank you very much. So firefighters have apparently contained this fire, although they have not yet classified it under control. We will, of course, follow this story throughout the afternoon and have a full report today, along with the rest of the day's news, today at 5. I'm Greg Hurst.
This has been a special report from Channel 7 Eyewitness News. We now return to our regular programming. We now return to the Oprah Winfrey Show, which is already in progress.